Feel like we're finally hitting our stride with this tile plow and getting all the little tricks of the trade figured out, but I'll let you guys be the decision maker on that. Let's get started. So if you guys are ever out walking the field and you just kind of want to know where a good place for a dry dam or where you need to address an erosion issue in a ditch without doing watershed math and a whole bunch of fancy stuff, it's pretty simple. If you just walk down through here, see how this is all eroded out, and then you get right up here and it's not eroded out, that is pretty much where you need to be. That's where this field gathers enough water for this soil type that it can't handle it no more and it starts eroding out. So somewhere right in here, as you guys can see, it stays pretty good up through there. Somewhere right in here is where we're going to put a dry dam and a riser. Basically, we'll catch all this water at that point, put it underneath the ground, and then that should keep this ditch from eroding. Down there where the tractor's at, so where we just quit, be another dry dam, and on down, etc., etc. Now, from right here, the short distance would be to go from right here up over this knoll and end up in the ditch right down there. The problem is the ditch isn't deep enough and it gets really shallow down there, and our pipe's going to be a little bit vulnerable on the bottom side. So I think what we're going to do is kind of plow across there to knoll and actually end up down there where our other outlet's at. So we're going to set the laser up, get a few shots here, and see what we got, and we'll get her figured out. All right, I think we're gonna get it, guys. From right here where I'm standing to the laser, we're gonna be right at 5 foot deep. So I think I'm gonna take the dozer and just skim the top off so we can keep good traction on it. From here to behind me, we're gonna be about 4 feet, losing elevation, or losing depth to about 2.5, 3 foot deep, where we'd like to intercept that ditch. So I think if I skim this off, so I can keep good traction with that dozer, I think we got a pretty good chance of just plowing it across there. Start at the ditch, come up the hill, and run with it.
I told you that's what we should be able to plow it off.
No, boy.
I did.
Oh, boy. All right. All right, guys, I'm liking it. We are slowly getting the tricks of the trade figured out on this plow. I think once we get it all figured out, we're going to be dangerous on how fast we can put a pipe in the ground. So I'm going to go down through here and just kind of make us a little bit of a trench so I can keep some good traction. We're going to go for it. maintain grade. I know that sounds elementary, so I got a little bit of time. I'm actually going to go up here. I'm just going to backdrag my way all the way to the ditch and just make it that much easier on us. right, we got our laser set up there on the hill. We're like 1.8% grade up through there. We're gonna dump this one out here right next to the first one we ran. If you guys look down here, look at all the water coming out of that thing. I think that's a pretty good indication we did something right.
Hey, let's get this pipe in the ground. I'm withering away to
Do you want to explain why there's another random pipe over here?
That's your fault.
I don't know if that's my fault.
It was. Yeah.
How's this my fault?
Because you don't have a taller tripod and we lost the laser.
We're just not going to talk about that one. It only goes like 20 feet. We just decided it's better to sacrifice and start over and make it right. So, all right, let's get this one in the ground. Hey, we're getting smart. We preloaded the pipes. You don't have to stay in the mud.
I've been saying that for 2 days.
I'm glad you finally listened to me.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, you ready? It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit goofy getting started here because we're kind of gonna be on a tilt, but I got faith in us, man. We're turning into professionals.
You just had to jinx us, didn't you? Get it back here, would you? I think his trajectory is a little off anyway. Are you wanting to be right on top of this other pipe? Hold on, you're shoving it in. I gotta get wet anyway. Gosh darn it. Okay. We'll let him drag it a little bit and then I'm gonna stand on it. It's all yours.
Need the laser before I get too far.
Let's get him a laser. Alright, you can see there's not much dirt on that pipe and it just sits there. That plow does not put pressure on that pipe much at all. Love the sight marks. Yes, there's some fluff going up on it, but I can still see that 2 down in there. So we're 26-ish inches. He's gonna lose just a little bit of elevation there because he's leveling off, and then it's gonna start getting to that 28 to 30 inch deep mark. You can see it there. He's running about 26, 28 right now. That came out nice. You're running about 30 inches deep right there. Absolutely awesome. Holding her on green, using about an 1/8 inch low just before that. 1/8 inch high. He'll bump her down. Still an 1/8 inch. Make sure I'm not in the look at that green. Running the old green machine, holding the green. God, I love it. Got him a nice flat, shoved off. A little bit of a low spot in the field here that we're going to take out with the dozer later, but you can see he's still running 3 feet in the ground. That 3 foot is right there on grade. Absolutely awesome. Running right there at about 36 inches deep. That's holding out nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go freeze in here just for a little bit and get a little bit of depth, and then we'll recheck that later.
So what Mike's saying is he knows he's got elevation, and we know we have 1.5% slope here. So he's wanting to get just a little bit more depth right in here at the very last little bit. And then we're gonna reset the laser to ensure we end up 30 inches deep in that ditch up there. Gonna come out nice. This sucker's gonna drain really, really well. Oh yeah, he's got the depth on her now. You're running about 40 inches deep.
All right, we got the laser reset. We got our pipe strung out. Only thing we have to do is plow it.
Pipe in the ground.
Let's do it. Well, unfortunately, that was short-lived. We made it about 15 feet, and we hit a hard spot. Stopped us dead, so we are a little bit better prepared today. Matt is getting the D4, bringing it over here, got a few chains. I don't think it's gonna take a whole lot to get us on through here, so we'll get it hitched up and see what happens. Well, I guess this is one way to test Aaron's welds.
Yeah, for sure.
2 dozers, dry ground. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Drag her out.
There we go. You guys see down in there? That is crazy impressive. Oh, that thing pulled through there. I think we got her though. I think we're on the back side of her.
You ready for some more?
Let's do it. All right, Matt just got hooked from us. We're back on our own power. We should start losing depth, so we'll start pulling pretty easy. Well, Mr. Millennial, we made it.
We made it.
And from the looks of our gauge on the back, we're at least still 2 feet in the ground, which is exactly where we wanted to be.
Yep.
Let's cut this thing off, plow it in, and go get lunch. What do you think?
Yep. Last 20, 30 feet here. 20 feet. You can start bringing her up if you want. Said you can start bringing her up if you want. You've made it through the low spot in the ditch. Nice.
Here's the real question. Is the plow still in one piece after all that? I hate to say it, but it looks brand new.
Oh, I think you should come look at this. It's still in one piece.
Oh. It's time for lunch. All right, this is basically going to be our last run of tile in this particular field here. This one here is actually going to tee in to that first line we put in that day. And basically we're just going to run up this little valley behind us until we run out of pipe. So whatever pipe we got left will end up in this trench here. There will be one dry dam back behind us, and the rest of it will just be draining some groundwater. So see if we can find the tile without destroying it. Get tied into it. Matt's got the tee ready to go there. I'm getting pretty good at finding those things for you.
I know it.
How long do you think it's going to be before I hit one and destroy it?
Probably the next time you try.
It's got water in it.
It does.
You know, they make a shovel for that. It's got a point on it, and it's a V, and you shove it right down the top and push it down. It cuts the pipe in two.
You know they make a sawzall for that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
what?
just telling you. I'm just telling you, it's an option one day.
If you want to buy the shovel,
If
buy the shovel.
we ever make it big time in the toweling business, maybe we'll get one.
Oops, missed. Why is it wanting to force my blade at an angle?
What are you trying to do?
Cut straight. See what it's doing there?
Oh, I see water coming at you. Better work fast.
Quite a bit of water running to the right.
All right, T is in. The good news is the water is actually running that way, so I think we got our slope on that one pretty good.
Well, other than where I've dug it too deep here below it, so it'll go that way eventually.
All right, let's get the plow on the ground, get the pipe stretched through it, go at it.
Straight down, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. A little more. Right there. Hold that. Look at that. Water already showing that it's going the right direction. Gotta love it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Hold that. Ready?
Yep.
Got it.
Thing of beauty right there. Thing of beauty.
We're connected.
All right, Matt's gonna get that run of pipe, or that roll of pipe ran out. Probably got 400, maybe 500 feet on there, between 400 and 500 feet. Basically, all we're gonna do is, you guys can kind of see that little swell there in the field. We're gonna put a dry dam right in here. That's kind of where it stops washing at, and then it just kind of lays wet up through there. So basically, whatever pipe we got left quoted on the job, which is what's on that roll right there, we're just gonna run it on out. Looks like we're probably gonna get about 100 feet farther than what we thought we were gonna get, so that's gonna work out pretty good. We actually got pretty good slope going up through there, so we're not gonna worry about any type of laser guidance. We're just gonna put the old drag chain on the plow and hammer down.
Just amazes me how that doesn't, I mean, I'm just, yeah, I weigh a little bit, but doesn't even pull on me. Just like that, 4 feet in the ground. Makes a really throaty sound coming out of there. Ain't going a bigger clip, that pipe talks to us.
Mr. Millennial, we absolutely walked the dog on that one.
We did.
What do you say, 500 feet in a little over 4 minutes?
Yeah, I think it was 520. 4 minutes and 59 seconds.
And we were every bit of 36 inches deep.
We started off 4 feet deep. I explained that to him. And you just kept picking up speed and kept picking up speed, and it just kept up. There's no problem.
Now, you want to explain our next issue?
Yeah.
Thanks to COVID, we don't have an internal cap. All we have is an external cap. And neither one of us are for sure this is actually going to go through the plow.
Well, we had some that we thought were going to go through the plow, but you drove too fast on the way back.
See, I was going to leave that part out.
I'm not leaving it out because that's on you.
All right, let's find out. We're going to get this cap on here and see if it pops off. We'll just have to dig it up and put a different one on.
Yep. Now, let's see if this sucker goes. Yes! Success! I hope you guys could see that as clear as I could, because that sucker had a lot of tension on it, but it stayed.
Mr. Millennial, I feel like that was a pretty successful day.
Exceptionally successful.
I feel like we're finally getting all the little tricks and all the little nuances worked out on this thing where we're getting pretty comfortable with it.
We'll still learn something.
We went a full day. Actually, we went 2 full days. Haven't broke anything. Pretty confident. All of our grades. I know. One of these days, we're going to be a master pipe layer like Randy, but we got a ways to go. So I don't know. We installed close to 3,000 feet of tile in about 5.5 hours or so.
Roughly.
So here's the question. Is this faster than digging it in?
Absolutely.
Man, if we could get all these last runs like that one right there, we could really get somewhere.
Yeah, 500 feet in 5 minutes.
This thing here, between 36 and 40 inches, you can name your speed. You start getting any deeper than that,
yes.
It slows you down just a little bit.
When there's a bunch of there's always going to be a bunch of connections, which bogs that speed down significantly.
Yeah.
Coming from the guy who quotes the jobs, you know, we don't just lay 500 feet in 5 minutes every time.
Hey, you know what else we forgot to mention?
Uh-oh, what?
We beat the rain.
We did.
The rain held off. So, all right, guys, that's going to be a wrap on this one. All the pipe is pretty much in the ground on this. That's a big one. There's a lot of contour on this field. I know it's hard to see on camera, but coming up next, we got a bunch of risers to put in, a bunch of dry dams to build. Hopefully we'll get Jerry up here for that. Got a bunch of contour. We got a bunch of dozer work left in this field. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Definitely helps the channel. You want to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of this, I consider subscribing. It's free. That way we can catch you on the next one. Let's get out of here.